Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome to episode 1 of my Manchester City career mode. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, haven't you already done a Man City career mode on this FIFA? The answer to that is, of course, yes, I have, but I wanted to do another one. Now, the reason why I wanted another one is because I really enjoyed playing as Manchester City, and also because, obviously, they won the Premier League title a few weeks back now, and they obviously got themselves 100 points, did a really good job of that, but I wanted to try and replicate, if we could, in this career mode. I want to try and do it just as well as them, if not even better, in this career mode. Also, added to the fact that I wanted to bring out another career mode, a second career mode alongside the Burnley one, because I'll be going away very shortly, and it just helps over the next 3 or 4 weeks to be able to have regular videos out on the channel whilst I'm away. So that's the reason why I brought in a second career mode. So what you'll see on screen now is the new schedule on the channel. That'll be the schedule for the next 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. It depends how long this series continues. It might just be that we do 1 season with this Man City team. We might end up doing 2. I don't really know, to be honest. It depends on the support, of course, as well. And I think that's just about everything. Let's crack on with this career mode. Really looking forward to it, actually. Hope you guys are as well. If we're going to try and hit 100 likes on the first episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. I'd really appreciate it. Trying to hit obviously 20 and 25,000 subscribers down the line, and let's crack on with things. Obviously, we're going to be trying to sign the Man City players that they're linked with in real life. I'll show you the shortlist right now so you can kind of get an idea as to who I'm looking at. Jorginho's been heavily linked. Sounds like he's going to be joining very soon. Mahrez has been linked, although it sounds like Leicester are wanting too much and Man City might drop out of that deal. I've recently heard about Boateng and Pjanic both being linked as well to Man City. Boateng obviously returning to City if that was the case, but not too sure on that one just yet. And another guy who I've not actually heard of before, but I'm scouting, who Man City have also been linked with as well. So I'm keeping an eye out on this guy, as well as other rumours as well that are happening in the real world. But let's first of all take a look at the board expectations. Youth development, sign 1 player in your youth academy to the midfield position. They also want me to grow 1 youth academy player by at least 5 overall points as soon as they've grown, play them in 5 matches, either as part of the start 11 or as a sub. Yeah, we're going to really focus on youth, I think, straight away. That's what we'll do after these objectives. Want to try and get that objective complete. Brand exposure, gain £176 million of shirt sale earnings in a season. Should be able to do that. Domestic success, win the Premier League and win the FA Cup. And continental success, Champions League final. So they want us to do at least the double. We're obviously going to aim to try and do a little bit more than that as well, if possible. Man City in real life obviously did the double, I think, did they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did, but maybe didn't quite go as far in the Champions League as they should. So that's going to be our aim, certainly, for this career mode. Okay, got ourselves 3 scouts here. We're going to send them out to various different locations. Initially, we're going to send this Italian guy out to England, so not going very far. We are going to look at any type of players, 9 months, and see what comes through from that. Then we'll send this Russian guy out to Brazil. I want to try and get some young Brazilians in and hopefully try and spice up this team a little bit. Again, 9 months, try and get some good, young, talented Brazilians in. And then the next one I'm not really too sure on, to be honest. I guess we'll go Spanish. Man City do have quite a lot of young Spanish players in their academy, so we'll go with that. And we'll see how those guys get on each month. We've also got £204 million on the budget, so plenty of budget to spend here if we choose to. We obviously want to try and make that last into January as well, so we might not necessarily spend it all at once. Okay, so I've listed some players now. We're not going to do anything too crazy, really, with this team in terms of listing players. Yaya Toure has been transfer listed. Obviously, I know he didn't end up getting sold or anything last season. His contract ran out, but he still does have 12 months left on his deal. Rather than just keep him, we're going to try and freshen up the team a little bit, get rid of him now rather than the end of the season. He might leave as part of a swap deal, obviously, to bring in Jorginho. We'll wait and see on that one. Humphreys Grant's going to be transfer listed, as is Grimshaw, although I think Grimshaw's probably got a new contract recently, I think. Dillerson and a couple of other players have also been loan listed as well, although those guys might end up being sold, who knows. As for formations and the way that I want to set up this season, it's going to be a varying sort of formations, really. I'm going to look at the 4-3-3, which obviously Man City are familiar with, as well as the 3 at the back, and sort of more of a 5 at the back with Delph Walker sitting in a little bit as almost like holder midfielder type position. So there'll be a few different formations we work with, not just those 3 as well. So we're going to wait 6 days, try and get a scout report coming back on Jorginho, then we'll make our move, hopefully. We're going to do some player drills first of all, and we're going to try and get this right back going up if we can. Currently 61 overall, which is good to see. Going to continue to try and train him up, as we will do with Diaz and Foden as well. Oh, okay, that's not good. PSG have come in with a £33 million bid for Mahrez already. Maybe we have to make a move pretty quick on him if we want him. Okay, let's go for it then. We are going to put in a bid for him. I'm going to have to try and increase our offer higher than obviously PSG's. So we'll go £35 million to try and get them on side and hopefully get them to agree to that. 47.3, but why has PSG just got away with a £33 million bid? That won't surely be accepted. So we'll counter. I was hoping for a little bit more of a smoother transition here to getting him in, but where can we go from here? 40? We'll go 40, surely that's got to be good enough. 45. Let's go £42 million and a sell-on clause. What's he going to say? Yes, there we go. Let's talk to him now about his contract. He wants a release clause, which I'm not too keen on, so we're going to deny that. He wants a 5-year contract as well, which we've agreed to. That's good. I imagine he'll want more on his wage now if I've rejected the release clause. Let's just stick him on 150, see what he says to that. Shouldn't be too far away. That's a fair offer. Accept it. There we go. It's quite a big chunk of money, that, but we'll just go with it anyway. Riyad Mahrez joins us, 84 overall, 26 years old. Really looking forward to using him in-game. Obviously, he'll be coming in as a rotational player at times, which is a big player to have as a rotational player, but he'll be fighting with Raheem Sterling and obviously Leroy Sané. Look forward to using him, though. We've beaten PSG to our first signing. As for these friendlies, I doubt we'll be playing too many of them, to be honest. As again, it's Bayern Munich here for us to play. We're going to sim it with quite a strong team, which is probably risky from an injuries point of view, but we'll go with it anyway. We've taken the lead, win the game 2-1, no injuries in this game. I don't think we'll end up playing that many of them, if any. Okay, scout reports coming in here, this time for Jorginho. I think we're certainly going to make a move for him. I just want to know how much wage he was and what value. We'll try and send Yaya Toure to Napoli if we can. Don't exactly know how successful that'll be. Okay, and another youngster as well that we were scouting before. 69 overall for an 18-year-old, incredible. I think we should definitely try and make a move for him. 6'2" as well. Looks a really good striker, as well as the left mid. Are they interested in Yaya Toure? Let's wait and see. £6.5 million. Do they want him? No. Okay. They do want a left winger. We don't really have a left winger to give them, unless they want Duralson, which I doubt, but we'll wait and see. Okay, they'll take him. Okay, £41.7 million though. That's miles away to what I was expecting to pay without the player. I was expecting to get for about 30. We'll bid 30 as well as the player, see what they say to that. They want 41.7. I still feel this is way too high. £33 million, that's surely got to be it. No, 37 now. We're getting somewhere at least. 34.5, probably my final offer. I don't really want to go too much higher than that. What are they going to say? It's a better offer. They've agreed to it. I mean, it's quite a large amount of money. A bit more than I wanted to pay. We also send a player their way as well. One of our youngsters, which I think was going to be loaned out, but happy to let him leave. And we can now get on with the contract. We've given them a great deal there. They should be happy. Okay, so giving him rotational, which I'm really happy about. 5-year contract, no release clause, and wants 115 grand a week, as well as some bonuses. We'll remove the appearance bonus, keep the signing on bonus, see what he says to that. Let's try and get that agreed. That wasn't quite what he was wanting, but he's agreed to it anyway. He joins us, and that's Jorginho signing as well. Fantastic news for us. 2 new signings. Jorginho comes in now, 25 years old, 82 overall, and he joins from Napoli. Really impressed with that one. Now just to move Yaya Toure out of the club. We'll sim this game against Man.City as well. We've changed the team around drastically. I don't expect to win this game. We'll skip it. We do actually win the game in injury to Zinchenko, hence why we changed on the team, so we got past that. Luckily, it's not too much of an important player, but he's 70 overall, I think, on this Zinchenko. I was expecting to be a bit higher than that. It's hopefully not a bad injury either. Let's wait and see. 7 days now. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section below, as well in this poll in the top right hand corner. Do I bring in Boateng in this window? Do I leave it until January? Do I leave it until the end of the season? Do I not sign him at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, as well as in that poll in the top right hand corner. Okay, so let's make a move for this Raphael guy. 6'9" overall, 18 years old, at Sporting Lisbon. We're going to try and bring him in. I think it'd be a good signing for us if we can. £2.2 million would be an absolute bargain. Let's see. Yes, and a 1% sell-on clause. Suppose so, we'll accept that. And we'll move on to his contract. That was nice and easy. Okay, so let's see what he says to this wage offer. He was asking for 10.5 grand and a signing bonus of 135. And we've managed to get his signing bonus down a little bit. We'll just accept it. We'll go ahead with that. And he joins us. Fantastic news. Another signing. 3 signings in today's episode. Maybe more to come at next episode and beyond. But as you can see there, he joins us. And he looks like a really young, talented player. Looking forward to using him. Can also play as a left mid as well. So exciting to see what he can bring this season. Obviously, we're going to try and train him up as well. Just to try and get him up to a better level. Okay, so change our mind. We are actually going to be playing this game against Real Madrid. I'm going to see how we get on in this pre-season friendly. The last one to play in the group. We made a lot of changes to this team. Just try out a number of different players. I'm curious to see how they get on. So this is the sign I'm going to go with. Miracle starting goal. Danilo tossing. Laporte Delph in defence. Jorginho, new signing in there with Gundogan and Foden in front of him. Mahrez, another new signing on the right-hand side. Leo, another new signing on the left-hand side with Jesus up front for us. This is the bench I've gone with. Bravo, centre-back that I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of, and then another right-back in there as well, who I'm looking forward to trying out. Diallo, Silva, Sterling, and Nimache as well, to try and get into the team if we can. Let's wait and see how we get on. Big game against Real Madrid. I imagine they'll have made changes as well. If they haven't made changes, then we could be in for a heavy defeat. Okay, let's go with this game against Real Madrid. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully try and get ourselves a win, but more importantly, just find out a little bit more about our players. It's still quite a strong team considering the amount of changes we've got in this side, which tells you a lot about the strength in the team. And I look forward to trying out some players off the bench as well, so we'll wait and see when we bring those guys on. Good pass, now into Jesus, getting away from his man. Oh, finish was dreadful. Terrible strike, easily saved by the goalkeeper. Should have mentioned at the start of the game, we are on Legendary, the sliders are in the opposition's favour. I'll show you those now. These are the sliders that I usually play with. We might tweak them, but I'll let you know if that does happen during the series. I'll quickly go through them right now if you're that interested. And then let's crack on with the rest of the game. Mahrez coming inside onto his favoured left foot. Can he get a shot away? Oh, it's blocked at the last second. It's a shame. Mahrez going to deliver the cross in here. Not a bad ball, but punched away. Oof. Jesus, what was that? Danilo, come on. And Tosin, to be fair, as well. Should have done much better with that, giving it straight to Real Madrid. Not in a good position to do that. And all flicks up off the foot of Tosin onto the bar and luckily cleared away for now. Nearly put that on the plate for Real Madrid and they nearly capitalised. So close, and that's probably the best opportunity of the game so far. And on top of that, an injury to our new signing, Jorginho. This just gets better and better, doesn't it? Hopefully not a bad one, but it looks like it might be. Diallo, is that I pronounce his name? Diallo? Diallo's going to go on, play as a holding midfielder. Let's go with that. Not ideal, 23 minutes in. Chance. Oh, good save. Jesus with the ball through. Great chance here for the youngster. Can he get a shot away on his right foot? Oh, saved by the keeper. Good run, actually. Looks a good player so far. Being impressed by him. Gundogan will deliver this corner. Doesn't find anybody. Should be dealt with pretty easily. Oh, what a pass through. Chance here for Real Madrid. And they score. Left two open at the back. And they capitalise on it. The youngsters have done it for Real Madrid. Opened us up and they've taken the lead. 36 minutes in. Not a good start for us. And feel a little bit hard done by that, but there you go. A huge gap, which is clearly being exploited there. Tosin doesn't come across enough in cover, but it's obviously friendly, and there's a lot of change to the team, and you can tell, put it that way. Oh, God, Foden, come on. Mahrez still going, looking to get a shot away once again, this time over the bar. Can't quite keep it down enough. Chance. Oh, off the bar again. We're just having good opportunities, not many opportunities, but good ones whenever they get them. And we are struggling a little bit to get going, really, going forward. It's mainly because our defence and midfield keep giving it away. Half-time, lose the game 1-0. Frustrating first half for us. Not bad, though, not bad first half. We just haven't quite had the quality of the defence and midfield to get the ball to the attackers. So, we're working on it. I'm still hopeful. Well played, hold back here, chance to go forward. Looking to Gabriel Jesus, it's a dreadful pass and it really sums up our game. Jesus pulls it back though and oh, another good chance, another good block. We've really struggled with our passing, I have no idea what's going on. Yes, we have a bad team out here, relatively bad team out, but still you'd expect the passes to be much better than they have been. And that's really been the disappointing thing for me. And that sums it up again. Mahrez going to come inside here, chance for him to shoot. On his left foot, good save by the goalkeeper, great chance for Mahrez. That's really what we have been limited to, unfortunately. I need to get the ball out because I want to try and get some subs made, and Jesus would do so much better with that chance. Oh, again, really sort of epitomises how we performed. Okay, so making quite a few changes. Bravo to come on, as well as the centre-back coming on as well. Dunahay coming on at holding midfielder position. We've also got Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling coming on, and that means we're taking off quite a number of players, as you can see there. So let's go with it now. Final 20 minutes or so. Going to try and get ourselves back in the game, but got to string some better passes together. Change formation to a 3-5-2. It's not good against the three attackers, especially when Ronaldo's just come on, so that really could backfire. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see now. Have to push forward. Sterling waiting for Bernardo Silva, wins it back here. Bernardo Silva running through, a good chance. It's 1-1. There we go. Just a bit of quality finally. It's not the most smooth goal ever, but we've managed to get it through. Bernardo Silva won it back and scored. 20 minutes left. Could we go on to win this game now? Bernardo Silva over to Jesus, still running through. Great chance here for Jesus. Going back inside as well. Oh, I was hoping we'd get a foul or something. Didn't quite happen. Keeping the pressure up. Unfortunately, can't keep hold of it though. Mahrez through to Jesus. Could this be the goal that wins us the game? Jesus scores. It's 2-1. And we managed to get ourselves, hopefully, the 3 points here from this game. And we've scored in the final couple of minutes. Jesus gets the goal. It's fantastic play from Mahrez though. He was in defence marking Ronaldo a moment ago. Then he picks up the ball, goes on a great run, he goes on the attack and sets up the goal for Jesus. Of course it's just a friendly, doesn't mean anything, but it's nice to get yourself a win anyway against a big team like Real Madrid. Despite having to make loads of changes, obviously with 20 minutes to go to try and win the game, we have managed to come away with what looks like a victory now. There are still a few minutes to go though. That's it, 2-1 victory for us, and we qualify into the next round obviously as the group leaders, which is good. We won the group. And again, doesn't really mean too much to us, but it was nice to just get a game under our belts, try out a few different players. Told me a little bit about some of them. Certainly not particularly impressed with Tosin's performance. Didn't look great at the back at all. Then we brought on another centre-back, a young centre-back who actually looked much better, despite being a hell of a difference in overall. I think maybe 10 overalls difference or something. So yeah, really impressed with him. Got Barcelona in the semi-finals, so we probably won't end up playing that game, to be honest, but it will be an interesting one to sim. Tournament prize money, £2.6 million. That's the reason why we're doing it, really. Player injured, 3 months for Jorginho. Oh, okay, so we brought him in, spent £30 million on him, if not more, and then he's got a bad ligament damage. 3 months. Great. Fantastic news for us, of course. That means that he won't play now for a little while, but luckily we have other players in the team. It's just frustrating when you bring someone in and a few days later they get a bad injury. Loan offer comes in here for Zinchenko. It's an interesting one, 20 years old, 70 overall. He actually played a fair few times last season for Man.City. Obviously when Mendy got injured he came in and played as a left back. Me personally though, with us having Benjamin Mendy, with us having Fabian Delph, I actually think I might well loan him out here. It's almost tempted to sell him in a way, but I think we will loan him out to Bolton, get him out the door, see whether something can be agreed between those two players and clubs, obviously. So we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully we can get him out the door in that way. He wants to play for this game, actually, against Barca. We can't play like that, can he? So we're going to sim this game against Barcelona, and as you can see, we've got a changed team once again. Brought in a few different players this time round, though. Not really focusing on winning the game necessarily. Just want to see what sort of result we end up getting with this combination of players. Let's skip it, and we win 4-3 in penalties. Just about go through into the final. That's good news, and I guess a little bit more money, hopefully, from that. Yep, £3 million from that. Zinchenko disappointed not to start. He's just come back from injury, so he couldn't start anyway. Great news for Phil Foden and Diaz this week. They go up in overall. Fantastic news. Diaz goes to 68, Foden up to 70. Hopefully going to get them some game time this season. Let's wait and see. Let's go with this final then against Juventus. Let's sim this game once again. Try and progress on from this window and see whether we get some players out the door. Higuain scores 3 minutes in. Not good for us. It finishes 3-1. They pass out a very strong team. We didn't. Zinchenko gets loaned out. He goes to Bolton for the season. That's good news for us that we can, get that money off the wage budget, hopefully. I think that happens anyway, as well as trying to get some game time and hopefully see his overall increase. Transfer in here for Raheem Sterling. Now, we've heard links in real life about him maybe moving to Real Madrid. Other teams looking at him as well. He's stalled on his contract talks, I think, in real life as well. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not interested in accepting any bids. I want him to stay at the club, so we are going to reject that. And hopefully nothing more will come of it. Transfer in here for Humphreys Grant. Not even too sure who it's from, actually. Exeter. We're just going to accept it and see it's less than his value, but I don't care. Get him out the door. Okay, maybe not. That's not good. Exeter pulled out negotiations. Into August we go now, and that means we get our first monthly scouting update. We are getting towards the end of today's episode, so we will go through this and do a couple more things before we end it here. But looking forward to seeing who we've got. Some Spanish players to begin with. And I will take 2 of those guys straight away, actually. He looks pretty good. Just Garcia, and we'll direct that guy as well. Already doing a great job with the youth programme. Good start. I thought his name was Adolf then. That was close. I thought his name had died out. On to Brazilian players. Some more Brazilian players, actually, that I'm interested in. Some good players. Take Alex. We'll take Raphael. Take Neves as well. Anybody else? No, we'll get rid of the other guys. So far so good though, looks pretty decent. Can we get some good English players as well? No, not really. I've got quite high standards when it comes to getting in youngsters, so we are going to reject all of these. It's disappointing, had high hopes. Loan offer for Tosin, he's not actually loan listed, is he? I want to try and keep him with the club, but I was really disappointed with his last performance. I think what we will do is we'll loan him out to QPR, getting some experience there, and maybe we have to bring another centre-back ourselves. Whether that be Boateng, I'm not really too sure. It's down to you guys in the comments and in the poll. And we might bring in someone that's not quite as big of a name and then try and train them up. I'm not really too sure just yet. But that will pretty much conclude today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and get 100 likes on the first episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate you going ahead, clicking that button and clicking the bell button as well if you haven't already. Remember that the schedule is on screen right now. You can see when these videos get uploaded, as well as obviously the Burnley career mode and the Fortnite Friday videos that I do. And that will be everything for today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.